building. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Monday, May 8th. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I mean, that's just what I came up with today. You know. What's happening, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? Question for the day, right? Is it okay to use the word nigger by anybody other than black folks? So if you're a white person, is it okay to use it? If you're Indian folk, is it cool? If you're Chinese, is it cool? We're gonna jump into it. What's up, y'all? Say good morning. What's happening? What's happening? It's Monday. How was your weekend? I think a lot of y'all, we was on the East Coast, it was raining, kind of cold, so I think a lot of y'all, a lot of, what's happening, my G? Come on, chill, Eric, chill. I think a lot of y'all was in the house watching TV. A lot of us just, you know, the weather kind of had us down a little bit, you know, had us chilling. It happens, you know what I mean? We need that sometimes. We need that. Hey, so, once again, what's up, Terry? Is it okay to use the word nigga if you are not a black person? If you are not black? We're going to jump into it. What's up, Mary? What's up? Listen, I got a question for y'all. Nah, I'll wait for this. Happy birthday, always. You want to spread that love. Spread the love on the birthdays. So, Rochelle Guider, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Rochelle Guider, happy birthday to you, sweetheart. My boy Brian Faust, what's happening, homie? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Go on their pages, spread that love. You know what I mean? Say good morning and happy birthday. You know, that's what we do, yo. That's what we do. Hey, can you use the word nigga if you're not a black person? If you are not black, can you use the word nigga? If you're Jamaican, can you use the word nigga? Polish? Chinese even? I don't know. What's up, Alan? What's up, Tina? How you doing? Quick health tip, y'all. Cheat days. Okay, so if you just started your diet, if you're resuming your diet, if you're trying to eat clean, trying to work out, a lot of y'all trying to get it in. What's up, Shauna? You gotta have a cheat day. I really believe in cheat days. So most people would use that on Saturday or Sunday, right? But it gives your body, it shocks your body. Because all week you've been staying away from the sugars, the fats, you know what I mean? Things like that. So it kind of shocks your body and then gives you a reset button. Mentally, it gives you a reset button. So now, when Monday hits, you can start fresh because you done got in them couple little things you've been trying to avoid all week. So I highly recommend that cheat day. It's not going to kill you. If you've been eating right 6 days and you eat bad one day, it's actually, it's really good for you. It seems like it works for most people, all right? So I need y'all to help me do something. I took this from my from my friend that she does a live show out in I think she's in Cleveland, or is she in Cleveland? So but she had everybody get together and help her name her show. So I don't have no name right now for my little daily show, right? So I want y'all to start, you know what I mean, just coming up with some suggestions for the show, right? Whether it's funny, whether it's not, whether it's serious, whatever, we're going to count them up, you know what I mean? That's what we're going to call ourselves because, you know, we like to get together and chat and discuss things. So if y'all can help me come up with a name for it, I appreciate it. I really do because, you know, it's about us. It's not just about me. So, you know what I mean? What's up, Danielle? I thought it was right, Danielle. I don't know. I thought the song was right. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. Can you use the word nigga if you are not black? If you're any other race than black, can you use the word nigga? I got some interesting responses, right? So, of course, a lot of politically correct answers. No one should use it at all, right? And I understand I'm not making fun of y'all, but I understand a lot of y'all feel that way. But a lot of us use it a lot. What's up, Coach Dave? A lot of us use it a lot. So let me just give y'all a quick history lesson. The word Negro was a word that was used to describe people with dark skin or from African descent. Okay, the word Negro. So the word Negro did not sound harsh enough when they were trying to insult these people. Okay? So for somebody to run up on you and say, "You dirty Negro," apparently that wasn't enough. So they had to put a different spin on it. Okay? So the word nigger was used as a straight slur, a straight cutthroat term to demean somebody of African descent. So when someone ran up on you and said, "You dirty nigger," it sounded a little bit more harsh. So that's where the word came from, okay? Now, we know that the word was harsh. It was used in bad terms. It was closely associated with slavery and all the things that went on like that, right? But number one, we're no longer in slavery. Number two, we didn't make the word up. So us as black folks, okay, we didn't make the word up because we didn't write the dictionary. I don't know if y'all guessed that or not. So when the dictionary was being written, most of us could not read or write. So we didn't make the word up. But apparently, that was the word that was used to describe us, okay? So I feel like when we took it and ran with it, started making money using the word, it became a problem with all the other nationalities. And we're not just saying white folks. All other nationalities feel some type of way about the word. Because it is, I mean, depending on how you're using it, it's derogatory. Okay? It is derogatory. But we didn't make it up. And after you're called something for, I don't know, 400 years, culturally, you start to believe it. I mean, I don't know. If somebody called your grandmama's grandmama a chicken head, and then called her daughter a chicken head, and then called her daughter a chicken head, y'all might start believing that y'all chicken heads. Now, whether it's cool or not, you might just start calling each other chicken head. So now, we've reversed the term. We kind of took the power away from the term and started using it to talk to each other, to describe each other. Now, is it cool for a person to use the word nigga that's not white? I mean, that's not black, I'm sorry. We'll get to that in a second. So you have to understand that we turned the word into something positive. We tried, we had to. We had to. Because it was holding us down. Because every time somebody say the word nigga, niggas was getting locked up for punching people in the mouth. So after a while, it's like, damn, we got to do something about this. Because this is, you know, we losing our lives over this word. We're losing our freedom over this word. So people started to turn it into somewhat of a positive, I believe. Now, I don't know when it happened. I'm not going to act like I know when, because I wasn't there. I wasn't born. But when they started turning it into a positive and putting it in music, it took the power away from it. Took the power away from it. So now, we use it somewhat as a term of endearment, right? My nigga. That's my nigga right there. Now, I know a lot of y'all folks that are not black hear us use that. But that means I fool with somebody. If I call you my nigga, you ain't got to be black. Because that just means I fool with you heavy. That's the same as saying that's my boy, that's my homie, that's my dog, that's my nigga. I got white dudes. That's my niggas. I mean, that's just what it is. A lot of times that just means that person, I can call them no matter what's going on. I know if I get into an altercation and they're around, they got my back. If my kids is hungry, they can go to their house and get a meal. That's really what we do. We don't put too much, we don't put too much power to it. So, should a person that's not black use that term? Now, Vina brought up a good comment. She said, listen, if you're calling that person a nigga, should they not be able to call you a nigga back? So, because we use that as a term of endearment, now, if I have an Indian friend and I say, what's up, my nigga, how you? Can he not say it back to me? That's a little unfair. It's a little unfair. So, I mean, I gotta understand that if I say my nigga to my white friends, they might say it back to me. And guess what? I appreciate that. Because that means you fool with me like that. Now, it can be an offensive word to a lot of people. Because y'all know black folks, sometimes we get a little out of hand. It'd be 3 of us in a room of 30. And we throwing the word nigga out real heavy. Sometimes it can get out of hand. You know what I mean? So I can understand white folk, Indian folk, Chinese folk, Puerto Rican folk, how that can be offensive to y'all. How that can be offensive. But I just think that because the word Negro was used to describe black folks, that we just turned the term around. We switched a couple letters. It's not that big of a deal. But y'all gotta understand, this is how we just describe ourselves that way. You ever hear a dude talk about a story, a black guy tell a story? Oh man, it was 2 Chinese girls in the room, 1 Puerto Rican. We call all Spanish people Puerto Rican. We don't know nothing about. We just all put Spanish people Puerto Rican us. That's what we do. It was 1 Puerto Rican. Then it was 2 Africans. Yo, it's several countries in Africa. We call everybody we call them all African. It was 2 Africans, 1 white person, and then that's just what we do. And 2 niggas. That's what we do. But I guarantee you, if I laid that story out, you'll have a vivid picture of everybody in the room. That's just what we do. And I think the word, although it's used, I think nowadays, it's used more positive than anything. It's used in music. Kids call each other that. It's not that harsh. Now, we could get into all types of debates on how, it's holding our culture down. We should ban the word forever. It's hard to do that when we've been using it for 500 years. What we've been saying for 500 years and we just stopped saying it. Tell me what word that is. And it used to have a lot of negative connotation, but now it doesn't. So if you're a person that's not black, are you allowed to say the word nigga? 99% of y'all said no. But we got the Indian folks that had a convenience store, and we go in there every day or every other day. After a while, you get to know them. So now you calling Muhammad my nigga. What's up, Muhammad? My nigga. I mean, what's the harm in it? That's your man's. He always got the good products. You come in there with good money. Y'all got a little relationship now. You know his kids be in there, his grandmama be in there. You can't call him my nigga. But he's not black though. So is he allowed to say it back to you? And then somebody else commented, Tim commented, he said, listen, it's about the person using it and how they're using it, right? So obviously, if we look at it as a term of endearment, but somebody from another race calling us a dirty nigga, or actually, guess what? Even somebody of our own race calling us that, but it's in a negative tone, that's going to upset you. There's some black folk out here that if they call me a dirty nigga, they might get punched in their mouth because they're using it the wrong way. And you're coming at me sideways. And I don't like that. But just because you're someone of another race, if I fool with you that heavy that I'm saying the word around you and to you to describe you, I think it's fair for you to say it to me. Or if we're singing songs, we're riding around. You know how we do. We ride around listening to rap music. The word nigga's going to come out a bunch of times. So is he supposed to silence himself every time the word nigga come up? Is he supposed to not listen to certain songs that the word, like, is he not supposed to sing them songs? So because we say it so much, black folk, it's hard for us to expect people not to say it. How are we going to tell them they can't say it? But we say it all the time. That doesn't make a lot of sense. And I don't know if y'all knew, but Spanish people call themselves niggas too. It blew my mind the first time it happened to me. I'm sitting around with about 5 of them. They was calling each other niggas. I didn't know they did that. I was shocked. But guess what? They use it as a term of endearment too. Because I think it's more like one of them things, like if you came from some type of struggle or you lived in an urban neighborhood or whatever. Niggas. That's just how it go. We don't always have a good explanation for why terms come out, words come out. You know what I mean? Now, let's use the word cracker for an example, okay? First of all, I don't even know where the fuck that came from. Excuse my language. But, like, white people don't call each other cracker. So we don't normally call them crackers because it doesn't even make sense. If you don't use it, then we probably won't use it, right? So, but if niggas used a lot by niggas, then other people are going to use it. It's pretty simple. So I always thought the term cracker was kind of funny anyway. Like I didn't really understand it, but apparently white folks do not call themselves crackers. So it's not cool for us to call them crackers. We know if we say cracker, you did wrong. You're trying to insult somebody. But black folks use the word nigga so much in slang terms that people think it's okay. So if you're from another race, you hear people saying nigga all the time, you're going to think, well, that's what they call each other. What's the problem? So do I think you can use the word nigga if you're not black? I think if it's being used around you and you're actually being called my nigga, that's my nigga, then I think it's okay. Because what you supposed to do? Because we give too much power to something. We gave way too much power to that word. You ever be around a fat person and they say, oh, you know, I got to get my fat tail to the gym. Well, I'm just about wide as all outside. If you start busting on them, you're not going to call them fat because they done took the power from the word. They already identified with being fat. You can't get in a battle with them and call them fat. That's not even funny. They already. So as we took power away from the word and started using it more, we made it positive. So now you take the power away from it and people can't come at you negative. People can't come at you negative with that word. They just can't. There's some niggas that it won't bother them if a white person call them a nigga no more. What else you gonna say? It used to be very powerful. But now it's not that much. So I think it's kind of worked. Whatever we was trying to do, it worked. Now, do we teach our kids to say that? Nah, I don't know about all that. You got to let them kind of feel their way into and out of that. But they bring it up to you. You got to let them know. Let them know the science behind it. Let them know what goes on. And if they see it being used culturally or in music or on TV or in movies or whatever, what they going to do? They going to use it. They going to use it. So in my eyes, my opinion, if it's being used around you, and it's being used to describe you, I think it's okay for you to use the word. It's in songs. We can't say nigga 82 times in a song and expect nobody else to say it but us. Because we're not the only ones buying them CDs and paying for tickets to them shows. I listen to music all day. So if I hear a word in music all day long, I'm probably going to use that word at some point. I don't care what the word is. You listen to gospel and you hear God all the time, you're going to start saying the word God. That's just what it is. So, although I disagree with a lot of people that commented today, we do this to open your eyes and let you know that, yeah, you might not feel that comfortable using it, and I understand that. But it's some people that use it a lot and get called that a lot in a positive way. So therefore, we don't see it as a big deal. It's not a big deal. That's just my thought behind it. Y'all keep the conversation going, okay? Because, I'm seeing some eyes was open today. You know what I mean? I'm seeing some eyes was open, and we got to learn to take power from stuff that we seem negative, okay? So anything, any term, not just that. If we see it as being negative, you got to take the power away from it. But telling negative people to stop using it usually doesn't work. Usually doesn't work. So if you accept the word, you can get through it. It's not that big of a deal. Don't get your panties in a bunch about a word that's been around for 500 some years. It's not that big of a deal, okay? We didn't make it up. So listen, as I said in the beginning, I need y'all to help me name the broadcast, okay? It's going to be a podcast at some point and a live radio show at some point too. So I need y'all to help me name it, and we're going to go with it, okay? So put your suggestions underneath or whatever, your comments. We're going to do this for a while till we come up with a good name. All right? I appreciate y'all for that. We're going to pick a good one. A good one. Maybe a funny one, because apparently I'm funny some days. I got a question coming tomorrow that a lot of y'all threw at me at the inbox. Boy, oh boy. Apparently this is going on more than I know. So I'm going to throw it out right now. If your partner is not giving you sex enough, what should you do? Or can you go somewhere else for it? That's the question for tomorrow, okay? We're going to get into it, y'all. I promise you. Now, matter of fact, we're going to use that for Wednesday. I got a little minor surgery tomorrow, so I don't know if I'm going to be on. So we're going to use that for Wednesday, hump day. We're going to get it in on hump day, okay? Remember, throw them suggestions at the bottom. Comment, you know what I mean? Anything you want it to be called, keep it short, simple, brief. No curse words, y'all. We try not to curse on here, okay? Don't use the word nigga either. All right? Yo, be blessed. Have a good day, Motivation Nation. All right? Stay positive. It's Monday. Great chance to get a new start on something you've been putting off. All right? Everybody be cool today.